Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Drew R. And today we're in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. We're going to be taking a tour of Pottstown, PA, showing you downtown area as well as several other areas. We have the police station for Pottstown on my right, and this amazing diner called the Three Cousins Diner. We just had lunch there. One of my favorite diners I've ever had. So we are at the intersection of North York Street and High Street here in Pottstown. Now, I thought Pottstown was where they made the Yuengling beer, but it actually turns out that they make it in Pottsville, which is 40 miles from here. So I guess that is kind of misleading. I didn't know. I thought they made it in Pottstown. That's why I wanted to come here. But anyways, we might be at this intersection for a while, because this is not a busy street, and usually the busy streets always get the priority. So overall, other than the diner, not much on this block. But Pottstown is a very historic community. It's pretty diverse. We're gonna take this right-hand turn on High Street. As you can see, we have a bike lane, as well as cars parked backwards on my left. The borough of Pottstown looks like a park that said the borough of Pottstown. We have the Blue Elephant restaurant and bar. And on my left is a pizzeria. We're at High Street and North Hanover Street, and we have a guy on a motorcycle in front of us. There is a commercial lease available there. You can call 610-469-9001 if you are interested in opening up a business here in the heart of Pottstown. Seems like a great place to open up a business, because it is a nice place so far. The residential areas aren't anything special. They kind of look like Scranton or Hazleton, one of those types of places. So on my left, I'm gonna pan the camera over so you can see this old school Jeep. Look at that, John. Wow. Okay, so we're taking a right on North Hanover Street. I don't know what that place is on my right. It looks like we have a automotive place, Myers Automotive, and we are now at the intersection of Queen Street and Security Plaza Drive. I wonder why it's called Security Plaza. I have an abandoned building on my left, and we have the buses for Pottstown on my right, but you can't really see them. Something I noticed when I first came to Pottstown for the first time, which is today, how nice their public transportation buses are. I'm gonna pan it over so you guys can see. Look at that bus. We can't really see it, but they have tinted out windows, nice lights. We're going past this railroad crossing. It is a freight railroad, I believe. Yeah, I asked one of the employees in the diner if it's active. She said yes, and that trains go every couple hours. Now, I love trains, and I really wanted to see a freight train, but unfortunately none went by in the hour we were at the diner. So yeah, we're at Industrial Highway and College Drive, where I believe we're going over the Schuykill River. Right here we got another railroad crossing. I don't know if this railroad's active. Yeah, the tracks are polished, so yes, it is active. We're going over the Schuykill River. The Schuykill River in this part is definitely not as wide as it is in Philadelphia, and we are now passing River Road. We are I believe we're still in Pottstown. This is the residential part of Pottstown. We might be in a different town by now, I don't really know, but we have Stay Strong America Will Get Through This. I don't know what that means, but it's a construction company. We got some homes on my right. They have that typical Pennsylvania row house type of style, but it looks like it's a mix of both brick and aluminum siding and wood, because that is pretty typical here in Pennsylvania. In northern Pennsylvania, places like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, Shamokin, places like that, the homes are usually made out of wood and aluminum siding, but they're all row houses. But in like Philly, Chester, and Reading, they are usually made out of brick. We're gonna head on to Route 422 here in Pottstown. We had a house with an aluminum roof. That's a little different. You don't see that too often in Pennsylvania. One place I saw a lot of those aluminum roofs was in upstate New York, in the Adirondacks when I went up there this summer. I was surprised And I'm not sure why. Probably because they're cheaper to install, is my guess. As you can see, this road's a little bit bumpy. Typically, Pennsylvania roads are not the best in the country. Definitely not. Neither are New Jersey roads, but I think Pennsylvania, from what I've noticed, are worse. So we have a landscaping truck going by on our left. And it is, has 2 lawnmowers, but nothing else. Huh. This exit is Keene Street. And the next exit will be Phoenixville. I've never heard of Phoenixville, people. There's not much cool on this highway, so we'll see.
The nuclear plant.
Oh yeah, that place. So yeah, but before we end this tour, I want to show you guys. No, that thing on my left is not a tornado, even though it looks like it. It's a nuclear power plant here in the Pottstown area. Guys, check that out. Doesn't it look like a tornado? Yeah. So the next exit is for the Pottstown Memorial Hospital. I believe that's the name of it. So if you are sick and you need to be treated, that's where you could go. I think we're passing, I guess, the Schuykill River again. Not 100% sure, but this is a nice bridge. Looks like it's fairly new, and then you have a side where people can walk on the bridge. So we're passing Arm and Hammer Boulevard, just like the brand. Maybe they make it at Pottstown. Again, I gotta look up some more statistics about Pottstown. A good website to check out statistics about towns if you're not too sure or you don't know much about the demographics is niche.com. They often rank, they don't rank, but they basically give you the demographics of towns, cities, neighborhoods, and they do schools as well. So I'm going to use my dad's phone real fast to check out the demographics of Pottstown. So, oh yeah? Let me use a different website. Pottstown, Pennsylvania, niche.com. Okay, let's see what the statistics are. Okay, so overall ranking is a B-. Public schools are a C, housing is C, it's C+ for families, B- for jobs, a B for cost of living, A for outdoor activities, C for crime, B+ for nightlife, A for diversity, B- for weather, B for health and fitness, and B+ for commute. So according to niche.com, Pottstown is a suburb of Pennsylvania with a population of 22,000. Pottstown is in Montgomery County. Living in Pottstown offers residents a dense suburban feel, and most residents rent their homes. In Pottstown, there are a lot of coffee shops and parks. Many families that live in Pottstown tend to have moderate political views. So, I'm surprised they don't mention bars or breweries, because there's a ton of them. The average home is $124,000, which isn't very much, and the median rent is $979. Of course, that's pre-COVID numbers, when the cost of living wasn't very high, or as high as it is now, because everything has kind of soared through the roof. Okay, so the residents here, 7% of people have a master's degree or higher, 13% have a bachelor's degree, 29% have college degrees, 38% graduated high school or didn't go to college, basically, and only 12% of the population dropped out of college. So seems like the college dropout numbers are about average, pretty low. 12% is not very many people. But of course, the rate of people that have master's degrees are always lower, because not a lot of, some people go, not everyone goes to graduate school, and rarely anyone gets a doctorate. But I would say bachelor's degrees and high school degrees are definitely the most common. So that's going to be for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and God bless everyone.